All right, we are on number 22. Can multiply and combine like terms. All right, 5m minus 4 squared. Now this one is very deceiving. I'm going to show you the wrong way to do it first. Please do not copy this down. Please just watch and understand why it's wrong. Here's what students do that do the problem incorrectly. They think it means 5m squared minus 4 squared. They just go like this and distribute the squaring to each thing inside. That is not what it means. If there was a times sign here, then we could distribute the exponent to both things inside. If we have a product inside, we can distribute the exponent. So the wrong answer is 25m squared, 5 times 5, m times m, minus 4 squared, 16. That is the wrong answer. All right? Do not do that. I'm going to show you the correct way to do this. The quantity 5m minus 4 squared means 5m minus 4 times itself. Two of these binomials multiplied. So when you see an exponent outside of a binomial, make sure you write the binomial out that many times, the number of times the exponent says. Now we have a problem just like number 21. Two binomials that need to be multiplied. In this case, they happen to be identical. I'm going to get you started, and then you're going to check the portal to see if you got the right answers. If you want to use the arrow method, you're going to multiply 5m by 5m and 5m by negative 4 and write the terms down. Then you're going to multiply this negative 4 by 5m and the negative 4 by the negative 4. You're going to combine your like terms like we did in the last video and simplify the expression. Otherwise, you can use the box method, and I'll get you started on that. So remember, we have two terms in the first binomial, 5m and minus 4, and two terms in the second binomial, 5m and, remember, it's minus 4. Remember, you're doing these two multiplied, and the answer here. 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 Then we write out all four terms, added or subtracted, from the four boxes. And the terms that are on the diagonal, you will be adding them up. They will be like terms. And that's how you're going to simplify the expression. Again, check the portal to see if you get the right answer. Okay? Let's go on and take a peek at the next problem. Problem 23. Rewrite the expression with no negative exponents. Your answers should all be fractions. All right. The negative exponent means inverse. It means flip it upside down. So if we're raising 3/4 to the negative 2, what it really means is 4/3 to the positive 2. The negative sign does not mean that some amount is the opposite or negative. It means do the inverse of what's inside the parentheses. Flip upside down what's inside the parentheses. So now I'm doing 4/3 to the second power, which is 4/3 times 4/3. When I'm multiplying fractions, I multiply the tops, and I get 16. I multiply the bottoms, and I get 9. 16 and 9 have no common factors, so I am done. It can't be simplified any further. Check, though, to make sure if you want to by using your fraction key on your calculator and going 16, fraction key, 9, and you'll just see a mixed number, which when we convert back to an improper fraction, it just stays 16/9. So that was done. Let's look at part B, 2 to the negative 3. Well, that means the number 2, which is really 2/1, to the negative 3. This means the same thing as 2 to the negative 3. Well, again, the negative sign on an exponent doesn't mean opposite, doesn't mean that it's a negative number inside here. It means flip this upside down. So what I get instead is, to make it a positive exponent, I get 1/2 to the positive 3. These two things mean the same thing. Now 1/2 to the positive 3 means 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2. When I multiply fractions, I multiply the tops. 1 times 1 times 1 equals 1. I multiply the bottoms. 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8. Not 6, but 8. So 2 to the negative 3 is really 1/8. I want you to try 3 to the negative 2 by yourself, and then check the final exam review with answers on the class content page on the portal to see if you get it right.